Okay, so this is my audience. It's my grandmother, my mom, my father, my sister and her boyfriend. These are my note cards. So I know they can't be more than 5. And then here's my mom to record the speech. So, thinking back to my first job, I worked at a yogurt shop. And inside of that yogurt shop, we had security cameras. With those, in the name it meant security, so that meant it was supposed to watch us to make sure we were safe, but it also added another level of kind of like micromanaging almost. The boss was watching us. So every time I did something good, I felt, oh man, good, she'll see that. Whenever, customers look in the shop, they're being taken care of, she notices, she sees all that. But whenever I mess up, I feel, oh crap, she saw that. I might get punished for, accidentally breaking this or spilling that. Sometimes I kind of felt like a mouse in a lab. But after that job, I actually worked at a Bed Bath & Beyond, and I really enjoyed that job. But when I first started working there, I had heard of a manager that had a very hands-on manager kind of attitude about things. She's very, not in your face, but works with you. She tries to help you as much as she can, and I was really worried about that because I thought, if I mess up, there's going to be a lot of scrutiny. There's cameras everywhere. I constantly felt kind of, panicked almost. And sometimes I would slow down my work ethic. But as I met her, it turned out to be, the opposite. And she was very nice. She was very, comforting in my job. If I did mess up, she was always there to help me. So it felt really good when she did tell me, good job, Dylan. So, I have visually, she'd tell me good job, or, it would make me want to work better within the company if I was being, if my boss was amicable with me. This kind of leads into what's known as the Hawthorne effect. This is a case study, 2 studies to be exact, that were done in the early 1900s. It was through 1927 through 1932. A sociologist named Mayo wanted to investigate how various work conditions affected productivity. So for the first group, he had 6 female workers, and they were given benefits like specific breaks, and food was provided during the breaks. And so during the investigation, their productivity shot up. But whenever the study was finished, they were still left with the breaks and the food during the breaks, but the productivity had gone down. And so they were wondering why, so the sociologists had asked about, asked why they had, why the productivity had gone down, and it was because they felt like they were no longer being watched. They no longer felt as if they had to really step up their effort in terms of productivity. That goes to a second group now. This actually had an adverse effect. While with this group, it was 14 men that were told that they would be given financial bonuses for completing certain products. If they built this electronic, they'd get a reward for it. If they build another one, they get a reward for it. They'd get sentiments, or they'd get they get bonus. So then, but during this time, productivity had actually gone down. And so when the productivity had gone down, the sociologists stopped it, of course, and said, why is this happening? And the response from the male workers was that they had such a fear of that the boss was just looking for ways to cut down on base salary or base wages and looking to cut down on workers, that they were looking to fire people. So kind of the panic and the paranoia had slowed their productivity. This is what was later named the Hawthorne effect. It was named that by very big sociologists like Dwight and Hazards. And this was also documented by the Economist newspaper, later turned into later redocumented online through the Economist Online. And so this Hawthorne effect is essentially the express that the change of productivity occurs in the workers as a result of interest or observation. So whenever the workers are being watched, then they have some sort of effect on the workers. When they're not being watched, then they proceed at their own pace and at a constant pace. Okay, I'm so sorry. I forgot. They're all still here. I forgot to record it, but they were sitting here the whole time.